This next clip right here is the reason why the Democratic governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, is one of the three finalists who might be Kamala Harris's vice presidential running mate.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are. So it isn't much else. Don't give them the power. Look, are they a threat to democracy? Yes. Are they going to take our rights away? Yes. Are they going to put people's lives in danger? Yes. Are they going to endanger the planet by not dealing with climate change? Yes. They're going to do all that. But don't lift these guys up like they're sometimes the heroes. Everybody in this room knows, I know it as a teacher, a bully has no self-confidence. A bully has no strength. They have nothing. The fascists depend on fear. The fascists depend on us going back. But we're not afraid of weird people. We're a little bit creeped out, but we're not afraid. But look, and then as you heard this, and one day ago, a poll came out and showed Kamala Harris up 10 points and Donald Trump getting his ass handed to him here in Minnesota. So, sorry. But he's here today in the state of hockey to complete his trifecta. He lost in 16, he lost in 20, he loses in 24. Why is it so hard to understand? When somebody else gets them right, it's not like a damn pie. Oh, somebody got a bigger piece of pie, I don't get it. Rights aren't that way. There's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody to be included. Same thing with jobs. Same thing with housing. Same thing with health care. So, you saw it. We are not going to allow them to make the case. Yes, they're a threat, but we're not going to stay in their frame. We're not going to stay where they're at. We're not going to play their game. We called them out for the weird nonsense that they believe. And we presented a different argument to the American public. One where everybody matters. One where we can achieve. One where we solve problems. And what's so great about this is, we know here in Minnesota, that message works. We are the majority. That's why they shrink the vote. That's why they make it harder to vote. That's why they try and bring fear. And that's why they try and get you to the point where you're pessimistic. And what difference does it make? But guess what? I got a 23-year-old. TikTok cares again. People care again. We've got folks out there doing the work just like you. So here's the deal. Think about this. And for the young folks that are in here, this is a transformational moment. This is an opportunity to go and then to put those policies into place. And, okay, I realize this is a bit petty, but I'm thinking about this. Imagine Donald Trump waking up after Kamala Harris beats him in this election.
Walz there very plainly speaking to America, saying that, look, we don't let the bullies dictate the conversation. Let's talk about what we want to do. Let's talk about housing and healthcare and the environment. That's someone who Kamala Harris needs in the election, because Kamala Harris is going to have women and minorities on lock. But those Gen Xers, those baby boomers, those white men, they're going to be tough to pull into the Kamala tent, to pull under that umbrella. Now, Tim Walz would be the perfect guy to do that, because he is the guy who someone said on Twitter, you don't know if he's going to go clean his garage this weekend or he's going to save reproductive rights. And that is the person who I think the older white men in this country can relate to, especially when you contrast that with Donald Trump, the fraudulent sexual predator. And speaking of, Donald Trump being a sexual predator and just kind of how creepy and weird he is. I mean, we've seen him talk about his daughter, Ivanka, and sexualize her. We've seen Don Jr. at the RNC sitting in his makeup chair next to his 17-year-old daughter talk about how he's not as sexy as she is. Weird. The Trump family is full of creepy, weird people. Now, let's compare that to this next clip of Tim Walz at the county fair with his daughter.
Hey, Minnesota, Governor Walz here, out at the state fair with my daughter.
Hope.
Every year we as a family do something old and something new. I get to pick something, a classic, the old mill ride, to do that. And then Hope gets to pick something new.
I think we're gonna go do the slingshot.
Which I don't know what it is, and they're keeping it from me. But then we're gonna go get some food, corn dog.
I'm vegetarian.
Turkey then. And
Turkey's meat.
Not in Minnesota, turkey special. And we will go do some of those things and report back.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
right, Minnesota, it's worth it. Woo. Wow, that is wild.
That was pretty cool, actually.
That is wild.
No. That would be good.
It was okay. It was so worth it. Good call.
It was good.
Thanks for talking me into it.
You're welcome.
It's very clear that Tim Walz is a compassionate, caring, loving man. It's very clear that his daughter loves him and he loves his daughter. Now, we can't say the same thing about the Trump family, can we? And that, I think, is that's the perfect example of the differences between the two candidates in November. That's the choice that we have to make. Do we go with the weird, creepy sexual predator, or do we go with the guy who you can just tell he's the family man and he cares about America, just like Kamala does? Tim Walz he gives me that, he reminds me of the characters at the end of like teen dramas where the teenager she has her heart broken and she's devastated and she's sad, but her dad's there to console her and remind her that, it's going to be okay. There's a brighter day tomorrow. That's who I see in Tim Walz. That's who I think America would see in Tim Walz. That's why I think Tim Walz would make a great VP running mate for Kamala Harris. But I'm also open to other possibilities because the Democratic Party is full of people who care and people who can clearly communicate about what they want to do with the federal government to help it become more efficient, to help it work for not just one group of people in America, but all of us. And that really says something about where the Democratic Party is and where we're going to be once we elect those people into the White House in November. But I want to know what you think of Walz, what you think of Kamala's potential VP pick, where you're at in the election so far. Let me know what your reflections are down in the comments below. Be sure to like and share this video so you can bring your friends and their perspectives and reflections into the conversation as well. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you get my future videos about the election in your inbox. My name is Brendan Plank with Reflect, and I'll see you in the next video.